Buster. Big dog. Hey, big dog. Hey, Richie. Look at these guys. Where are you hiding from? Hey, how you doing? Where you going, Buster? Huh? Where you going? Where you going? Oh. Good boys. Good boys. What do you want in the morning? What do you want when you first wake up in the morning? Huh? Huh? What do we want, Buster? What do we want, stinky dog? Huh? What do you want? Little old boy just living his little life. Huh? Hmm? What's going on, Buster Bust? What's going on? Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Mwah. Yeah. You think? A good sleep? Hmm? Did you have a good sleep? Where are you going now? Yeah. Clearly something more important just popped up. Oh, hey Pixie. Big hill. We are in Indonesia. I had 7 dogs sleep in my bedroom last night. 7, didn't we? Eh? Looking after 2 while my friends are away. My dog, 3 street dogs. Bloody Buster. Huh? And now my dog's on a little mission. He's clearly picked up a scent of something and now he's trying to find everybody. Oh. Oh. A nice little clean. Huh? What are we doing? What are we doing? Bloody beautiful. Absolutely bloody beautiful. You know, you can have all the stresses and you can have all the worries and doubts in the world, but Jesus, incredible. Would you eat a burger or something for dinner if you need me to the beach? I'm not sure I can answer that question because I don't quite understand how it's phrased. Can you try and type that one again? No, not Thailand, mate, Indonesia. Although Thailand might not be a bad fucking shout. I think there's pros and cons to everywhere you live. No matter where you go in the world. Deadpan, yes, I was, yeah. What a sad little man. Thank you, Taylor. Really appreciate you. I don't feel sad, so cheers. It's beautiful place. I live Thailand 2 years. Whereabouts are you? Now I'm in Indonesia. I'm not in Thailand. Been here now, coming on 2 years. Nice abs. Yeah, they're coming in nicely now. Coming in nicely. We just need to get rid of this. Get rid of this little pocket at the bottom of the abs itself. Yeah, they're shredding it. Not everything's shredding it. Just need to get rid of the bits. Just on your own with your little doggy. This is so boring. Taylor, leave. Goodbye. Have a great day. Have a great life. Thank you for stopping by. Scotland, except for England, Ireland, pretty shit. Why is that though, Tasha? Why is that? Is that fear, or like what is it? What keeps you stuck in there? You clean or gear? I have ran between 125 and 150 milligrams of sustanon now for around 10 years. And the reason being is I fucked up when I was a kid. I took a load of fucking steroids when I was younger, and I messed up my natural testosterone production. So I've been on TRT now for 10 years. And when I say TRT, I don't mean guys on the internet claiming, oh yeah, I'm on TRT, but they're running 250 milligrams of, so that's not TRT. That's a full-blown cycle. I'm talking medically prescribed replacement, because I shut down my natural testosterone production. And this is why I urge anybody who talks about steroids, talks about gear, talks about anything like that. Oh well, I never leave because of trolls. I don't mind trolls. Trolls are alright. I only ever leave when we either get to a 30-minute timer or a 45-minute timer. Otherwise, you can end up sitting there all day. It's good as long as it's from the dog. Yeah, this is it. So it's all, hey Martin, it's all about making sure that what you're putting in your body is, number one, legitimate. Number two, that it's what it says on the box. There's too many people now who will quite literally just pick up a box that they got off fucking Darren at the gym and just start putting it in their body because they want to get bigger. Like, I'm 36 years old next month. That's literally not what we want to do. That is definitely not what you want to do. So, from the dark, prison used. Yeah, Big Mike. Yeah. Whatever narrative you want to run in that mind of yours, sir. You look 45. Thank you. Thank you for complimenting the wisdom age. What have we got there? I thought about getting on TRT, but I don't think the risk of stroke and blood clot is worth it. 605. The thing I would recommend for you, mate, is going to the doctor, or nowadays, depending on where you are, you can just get an independent blood test run. So you can get your bloods run, and you can actually have a look at your biomarkers, and you can see where you are and whether you even fucking need it. I would say if somebody doesn't need it, don't use it. Like, if you can get your bloods done and your bloods are nice and healthy, just don't bother. Weird how people just insult says a lot about them. The truth is not subjective. Dude, honestly, I have done national TV, hundreds, thousand followers on Instagram, TikTok. YouTube is actually the only place where people come through with their insecurities and start blasting them on online. It's quite funny. You might get the occasional shitty comment on Instagram, but like actually on here, it's insane the amount of insecurities that come through. Premier League? Nah, I don't like football, mate. I do not like football. I don't know what I clicked. Oh. If I don't press go on here straight away, I never do it. It's Middlesbrough, Jimmy Lee. Hello, mate. So, can you mix creatine with the prescribed stuff? Creatine is just a powder. Creatine is actually an energy system. You know, some people report incredible use of creatine. Personally, I've never used it. And that's just because studies on creatine pretty much show that unless you're going into like hyperglycemic, so you're doing 45 minutes intense exercise and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, your body actually doesn't need it, because all it is, it's just tapping into different energy systems. I'm gonna put you down there. Yeah, we can. Okay, what have we got? So 5. You muted yourself. No, I think I just put my fucking fat thumb over the speaker at the bottom. The sounds around me are tranquil. Yeah, this is where we wake up in the morning. You've got Big Buster, little Pixie. There's a dog in my bed right now, and it's not even my fucking dog. Not even my dog. You got a spare room. Yeah, got a spare room. Am I rich? No, absolutely not. Am I rich in my life? Yes, absolutely. Am I financially wealthy? No. No. Trying to see some baddies. Well, I would definitely say language like that and talking about women like that is probably going to keep them away from you. If I'm honest, 605, if I'm honest. But I can't even pronounce your name to even read that out. But great chat. Really, really glad we had it. Where is my... I need to put you down somewhere. So, what are we on? 53, 13 minutes. Have we got sound before we go into this? Bum bum. Bubba-dum. Living in a scheme, dreaming about buying some land, putting some caravans. Country you're in? We're in Indonesia. Are you British? I am British, yes. For my sins. I always find it funny when people are like, oh, I'm proud to be English. I'm like, why? Like, you know, if you look at the world and you look at world politics and you look at what people do in the world, you actually find that if you understand history, the UK has tried to colonize every single nation in the entire world, tried to take over it, and just, yeah, it's just not good. To be honest with you, I feel pretty fucking detached from society in general, let alone just fucking, just like, moved out there, proud of you. Yeah, man, needed to get the fuck out. Needed to get out. Thor in Marvel. I reckon Chris Hemsworth's a little bit more attractive, mate. I don't reckon he's got the aging bags under here. I reckon his lifeline. I reckon his medical doctors keep him and prevent him from that. You feel detached from society. Who knew? Oh, Brian, come on, hit us with your quirky joke. Hit us with your quirky joke. Let me guess. Got something to do with tattoos. Come on, be original. Be original, Brian. Let's have something that we've never heard before. Come on, you can do this. Oh, there we go. Look at that. This person thought they were original as well. Did you get the crayons out? Oh my God. I enjoy your trolling so much more than you can possibly imagine. Like, genuinely, especially in my line of work as well. Yeah, you know, when somebody starts typing something, and in their brain they think this is gonna be really original. You know, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be insulting. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be original. And it's like you're literally a carbon copy, like literally a carbon copy of 99.9% of insecure, pathetic fucking humans that type out the same shit. So it's actually lovely. It's actually lovely. Winksy. Winksy. Right, okay. What's your life story? How do we blast this out in 30 seconds? Left school, joined the military, served in the British Army, came out of the army, went into sales. Couldn't really find a place where I wanted to work, in a sense of, you know, I felt underqualified after coming out of the army. I think once you leave the British Army, life doesn't really feel the same. You know, you lose that camaraderie, you lose the friendships, you lose the dream, if I'm honest. You know, I've got scoliosis, so I was medically discharged. I've got a curve in my spine. And yeah, it was difficult at a young age to come out of the military and try and readjust into something. That's all I ever wanted to do. All I ever wanted to do was join the army. Right from being a young kid, you know, I did the fucking Beavers, Scouts, Cadets. Then we did, yeah, it actually, I don't have any hairs on my body at the minute, but yeah, it actually makes me feel a certain way about that. Because it is all I ever wanted. It's all I ever wanted to do was, you know, I wanted to be a soldier. And then as I got older, I was actually quite thankful that I was medically discharged, because it's like I used to say to a lot of my clients, you know, who wanted to join the army at a young age. I'm like, well, what do you understand about politics? Because, yeah, okay, they might give you money, you know, roof over your head, guaranteed meals, etc. You might be serving a purpose, but you're not. You're serving an agenda. And you don't actually get any say in where you're sent, what you do. You're fighting wars that you do not understand. And you literally just become a pawn for the government. And obviously you don't realize that until you're at an older age. But when you're from a council estate and here's this promise of like freedom and traveling the world, and it's crazy how they actually get you in. Okay, Winks. What's up, buddy? Yeah, so then I used to do door-to-door sales, like, which I actually loved. I think that door-to-door sales was probably one of the biggest character building positions of my life. Then I was a regional sales manager, went out to Greece, started working in Greece for a little bit, came back into sales managerial roles. I've worked close protection security out in Croatia. I've worked doors in Leeds city centre. So far I've done 36 different places of living, and we have done, what are we on now? Like 68 different job roles. Sending love out from London. Hello, Taggy. What's your story, sir? Intelligent people are watching and listening. You're pathetic and need to grow up. Yeah, okay, Daniel. Great chat, mate. Thank you for being here. Keep pushing. So I was at the river. Oh, dear, those times. And looking forward. Feel big behind their screens. Absolutely. Do you miss the army? No, not at all. Not at all. I did for a long time afterwards, yeah. Not at all now. We're taking Greenland. Yeah, we'll see about that. Hello, Alex. Martin, seen some of your training, brother, for having a curved spine. That's impressive. That's brilliant. Yeah, I mean, you can't even move that. You literally, it's not even, it is live-withable. Like, it's definitely live-withable, but in terms of undoing it, not possible. Respect, brother. Easy, Danny. They're in the walls. They're always in the walls. USA, Tennessee, hello. Shit, I'm suddenly stood on a fucking dog. Right, hang on, I'm falling apart here, one sec. Just sort me freaking shit out. Oof. Everything's fucking coming away. Right, here we go. Hello. That sounds hello. It's funny, innit, when you're reading comments. I watch these back sometimes. I'm sat reading comments here because I like to engage, man. Even with, you know, haters, lovers, everyone of all descriptions, I like to actually engage on these things. Otherwise, what's the actual point? Me just sat here talking away. That's fucking boring, isn't it? But I watch them back and I see myself like, trying to read the comments. Fucking hell. Boom. Oh. Hello from Germany. Guten Tag. I can still count to 10 in German. I don't know why I can remember that, but I can. What do you do now? You've literally got fucking trolls in your name. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What do you do now? I work in human performance now, so I work with MMA athletes and I work with grief and addiction. So we have multiple faceted things running at the minute. So some of my clients come to me because they literally cannot get past a death or a loss, and that's resulting in addiction. But my actual full-time is working with strength and conditioning, ancestral training methodologies for MMA athletes. Whoa. Germany, sharing. Let's go. Thailand, no, we're in Indonesia. G6761, that's funny. Wonder how your parents felt about your life decisions. Dead, so I probably all right, I suppose. Oh God. Hello from Devon. Hello, mate. Are you happy right now? I want to touch on that question. Am I happy right now? Happiness is fleeting. Like, happiness is forever fleeting. I spent a long time chasing happiness and it doesn't exist. And then I started looking more and more into a Hindu way of life. And I found my devotion. I found my connection. I don't call it religion because I'm not a religious person, but I found connection. And instead of seeking happiness, I just seek peace. I literally just seek peace, because then when I'm having a shit day, I can still be in a peaceful environment in my mind. When I'm having a great day, I can enjoy it, but I don't take to it too hard. I don't hold on to it too tightly. If we hold on to happiness too tightly and it fleets, we end up depressed. And if we hold on to the sad times too much, then we end up anxious about the future. And I feel like it's a constant give and take about constantly searching for something in this world, when I actually believe that we are literally just here to exist. We are no more important than the birds, the bees, the trees, the dogs, but we just think we are. We all think that we've got this super important task to complete while we're on this earth. We're just a sack of skin plodding around, mate. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Calm down. Cold shawarma, yes please. Oh. Is that Asia? Yes, sir. These comments are really hard to keep up with. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm coming down now. Where in the world are you, Matt? We are in Indonesia. Would you rather submit Harry Potter or John Gotti? Harry Potter. Absolutely. It's well done for helping people with addiction. I love that, Jim. Like, I actually love that, mate. I love the addiction part of things. I struggled for a while, especially with alcohol and cocaine. That was it was a weird part. It's one of those things that you don't really see until until you actually see it, until you wake up and realize it. And then when I was 27, I wrote my mum a sent my mum a 45-minute voice note. And to me, it was the end. Like I was done. I've been awake for 3 days. I've been sniffing, drinking, and I just really didn't want to be here anymore, mate. Really didn't want to be here anymore. And so I sent the voice note, and if it wasn't for my dog at the time, I wouldn't be here anymore. He was barking his head off at me, biting the bottom of my fucking pants. Took him outside for a pee. And then luckily, I woke up on the carpet with my mum and my stepdad stood above me, which was good. But anyway, we're not going into that on a fucking YouTube live. But that's why we do it. From Australia, hello. Greetings from Miami, hello. Wales, hello. I know the pain, unfortunately, not me, someone else. Yeah, do you know what, mate? It's a rip one, isn't it? Grit your teeth and get on. Don't ask others for help. A man stands there on his own with no option but to survive or drown. What a sad life, Grant. What a sad, sad life you must live. Like, morning, bro. Like, that's yeah, that's not cool, is it? We don't live in those times anymore. Those times are gone. Those times are no longer upon us. Okay, let's have a little look-see, shall we? Let's go through. Okay. Hey, Buster, Jesus Christ, lad. I know you're blind, but so Buster, yeah? Buster's a bit blind, so whenever he starts plodding along, he just fucking headbutts you. He just walks into you with his fat head and just knocks you out the way. If you don't see him coming, you're done. From Greece, found your freedom. Where you from? Bodies, account. Boom. Let's look at your stream. Don't let the trolls ruin you, man. Nah, never. Never. Love this shit, man. Bro, peace is easy. In a peaceful family, peaceful chaos that matters. Late to trends. Interesting. I agree with that completely. Yeah, peace in chaos is exactly what you were looking for. People assume, let me move my hand. People assume, okay, let's go to Asia and everything's just going to be super peaceful. Not factual, right? Not factual information at all. You still have to live your life. You still have to earn your money. You've still got to show up on a daily basis, you know? Like, I'm not retired. I'm not fucking some rich old guy who's moved out to, no, it's not like that at all. I'm still building. I am still building. I am still just a fucking regular guy trying to build what my idea of a life looks like. That's it. And so being able to find peace in chaos is exactly truth. So the best way that I can describe that is when my mum passed away a couple of years ago. Everybody was almost expecting me to be a certain way. Everybody was expecting me to, you know, treading on eggshells around me. But I have spent years of my life studying the ancient philosophies. I have spent years of my life piecing together my own chaos. So when my mum died, I was able to, yeah, fuck, it was painful and it was the worst thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I will not wish it upon any of you people. Even the ones who try and talk shit in here, I would never wish that upon you, and if you've experienced it, then I'm sorry, because my mum was literally my best friend. But being able to find peace in chaos, peace in death, peace in discomfort, I think it's super important. And I think that our perspective on this life and how we view the world can alter over years, but I think once we've got our fundamental principles and we've got our core thoughts, so we have our core place to return to in our brain, once we have that set, there's a level of resilience that you build through having peace. And resilience doesn't mean that things don't affect you. Resilience means that something really bad can happen, but how fast can you return to baseline? You know, something really good can happen, but how fast do you return to baseline? It's not about, you know, just plodding on through the storm. You're still going to feel angry. You're still going to feel sad. You're still going to feel all of your emotions, but it's how fast do we return to the person that we know we are. Now that obviously implies that we know who we are, which is another fucking question altogether. If you ask somebody who they are, the usual response is to give you their name, but that's not who you are. That is literally just a series of letters that was given to you at birth. So when I say them in conjunction with each other, I get your attention. That actually has nothing to do with who you are. Nor does what you do for work, nor does where you live, nor does where you're from. Who you are is a much bigger concept than your name. How old are you, brother? 36. More spiritual than religious. 100 fucking percent. Yes, sir. Okay, content is what you should search for. Happiness is a state of mind. Mark Ebbs, completely fucking agree, mate. Completely agree. Have you made any mistakes in your life? Plenty. Plenty of mistakes in my life. Life is here to make mistakes. Life is here to make mistakes? No, let's rephrase that. Everybody makes mistakes in life. Yes. I've been Bali, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, China. Some of the best places on this planet, mate. You'd never see somewhere that peaceful in the UK. There's some beautiful places in England. There is some beautiful places in England. The thing that ruins the UK is the taxes and the government. Like, it's not actually the place itself. There's some really, really nice places. Alcohol and coke. Drink. So thank you for answer connected. Peace would help a lot in difficult times. I'm glad that it helped, man. Glad that it helped. My family. It's fun. Guys, everybody coming in with the greetings wherever you are in the world. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, what we're on, 32. Peace. Remember to be grateful for all you have. Daily grateful, daily gratitude. 27 and hooked on fentanyl, and I want nothing more than to be clean. I've lost all my friends and I'm terrified of dying. Do you have any advice for me? Or I've never actually worked with fentanyl, love. It's not something that I'm familiar with. I don't know how that actually accesses your brain. I don't know how that addiction cycle works. So for me to advise you would be ill. It would be not a it wouldn't be very professional of me to start talking about something that I'm not clued up on. I think that's another problem with the world. People start talking about things they've got no idea about, and I think that can create more problems. It's almost like the whole love and light, fucking Jesus, love and light tribe. You know, sometimes toxic positivity is actually a really bad thing. Being toxically positive rather than realistic can actually be a negative thing and have a negative impact on somebody's life. You know, oh, you know, everything's going to be okay. And I'm like, yeah, but is it? Is it? You know, yes, there is a certain degree where you have to keep your shit together for yourself and the people around you, but is it? Okay. California Laker, how did you quit those 3-day binges? First and foremost, exercise. Like, exercise is the main thing that got me away from it. I'd always been into training since I was 23, but it was having a purpose which kept me accountable. So not just exercise, but you know, I was learning new things. I was training a lot more with a lot more intensity. And I just stopped being around the people that would not trigger me, because that's too harsh. I'm the one who made the fucking decisions, not the people I'm around. But when you are around them, it's a lot easier to make the bad decisions. So I just kind of removed myself from the environment. Even the job I was working at the time, it kind of led to it. It was part of the job. Above, hang on, right. Australia, 12-year-old daughter, scared I'm a loser. I don't need the drugs. Troy, I can't pick up on that message, mate. I don't. Is it? If it's a question, then chat. Have you tried mushrooms? Yes, indeed. The garden here is, yeah, it literally makes the place. Literally makes the place bored. Oh, I get depressed, bored, and lonely. Never once craved the drug, just can't work it out. When you say never craved it, do you mean that you don't crave it, but you take it anyway? And okay. Respectful, loving matter. Carlos. Taylor's still in here pushing. Lovely. So, man, bear with me, guys. I'm literally coming through these comments. It needs to just highlight questions for me. That's what it needs to do. Meaning behind the tattoos. Not much meaning, mate, to be honest with you. They, when I look in the mirror, I can quite visually see different points of my life, you know. I remember where I was at when I got this. I remember where I was at when I got this. I remember where I was at when I got this. And they've all been since I was 14 years old. My granddad's tattooed. My uncle is heavily tattooed. It was only a matter of time. My uncle stopped here, and I was like, yeah, fuck the system. Fuck the system. And it's funny how tattoos on the face are classed as this rebellious thing or associated with gangs and prisons, but then I'll get the little fuckboy saying something who's got a tattoo here. And it's like, I mean, what does that say about you? That says that you're going to get tattooed within the collar line, but you're afraid to go above it, because if you go above it, then society won't accept you. So it's nothing to do with it. You are actually just adhering to social norms, and you're afraid of judgment. That's okay. That's okay. 5, let's do this. Oh shit, what have I pressed? Mum of 2, lovely little boys, how can I help them become self-confident men? I'm asking because you talked about your mother, how did she help you? My mother helped me more through action. Like, we literally had a terrible start. It was not good. It was not good at all. And it was my mum's action that, you know, I still remember some of the lessons that she taught me. You know, like if I'm walking down the road with a woman or a child, they always walk on the inside. They always walk away from the road, and you always stand on the outside. I remember that lesson from being like 7 years old, and it always sticks. My mum taught me to be strong enough to protect, but weak enough to respect, because I was raised literally solely by my mum. She, yeah, I think when you have to choose your own masculine energy, but you're raised around a feminine environment. But my mum was very much in her masculine, because she was constantly in survival mode. She was constantly working 3 part-time jobs, just trying to put food on the table. And if anything tried to come in between us and our meal on the table, she was able to get fucking. My mum was a scary woman when she was younger, like terrifying woman when she was younger. Not so much in her older years. She was pretty chill. Thailand. Thailand. Okay, hi. UFC. Always the way of fake love. Yeah, get rid of the friends. Get rid of the friends that do not serve you. They're not friends, they're just enablers. Right. Guys, if I miss some of these comments, I spend way too long focusing on one comment, so it's difficult for me to keep up with these. I don't even know how many's at the bottom here. I don't know, high spirits because I'm away this year, so good vibes until then. Yeah, I know your position, Martin, but that's what you got to do. Fuck the system, all you want is the system. Make it in, do what you want, but I like the luxury of a work system. Best of luck, best wishes. It's not for everybody, man. It's not for everybody. Did you pay back all your wrongs? No, not yet. Not yet. I have a list. I have a list of wrongs in life, and they will be settled. They will be settled. Luckily, none of them are too wrong. None of them are, like, you know, extremely terrible things. there's just shit that I still need to take care of. Sean, South Wales. Unfortunately, mate, motivation is fleeting. It's not about motivation or being motivated. It's just about having the discipline to lock the fuck in. That's literally it. So, I mean, I've just come off the back end of a 28-day dopamine detox, and that has completely changed my perspective on a lot of things, because I found, you know, I've always trained since I was 23, and when I was 23, I was like completely locked in. I was super fucking focused. I managed to go from 22 stone fat down to 11 stone 9. I was running all the time. I wouldn't touch a carbohydrate. And then once I got in shape and I actually started training calisthenics, freestyle calisthenics, you know, didn't start lifting weights until 3 years after that. I found that once I was in shape, it was actually quite easy for me to just eat the chocolate bar, but not really gain any weight, you know. But then I was still kind of eating shit, so 80-20, I suppose. You know, you still got to enjoy life and all that. And literally the last 28 days, I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. But 36 years old, what can you achieve if you just be completely disciplined? Get rid of the dopamine, get rid of the serotonin, the little hits. Have a see how uncomfortable that is. And shit, it was uncomfortable, extremely uncomfortable. But now, like, we've locked in, and now at 36 years old, we're literally, you know, like, I can't fucking complain. Cannot complain. Humper. Yeah, if you were here before, dude, we speak openly about testosterone. Absolutely. Yeah. It's not a secret. It's all over the internet. Literally all over the internet. Wearing a dress at 35 years old. Bro, having a lack, what would we call that? Ignorance. Having an ignorant mindset towards Asian culture is probably worse at your age. Taylor Arnold, I love you. You know, you've probably said that same thing, but you've been in here for like 45 minutes. Who's sad? Bloody lovely. Right, guys, we're coming up to 45. Time for me to log off, actually get some of my real life done. Yeah, for all of you that continuously do support and do come in here for actual information, conversation, and ask relevant questions which spike decent conversation, much respect. For all of you who push the stream and all the negativity, all the insecurities, I appreciate you as well. So everybody have a wonderful fucking day and go forward.